What's good? We back. Talking to LeBron James. Gonna give you also a Game 3 prediction with the Celtics visit the Cavaliers tomorrow. Big boxing day. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. But my question is here: who the hell has LeBron ever made better? You hear it all the time, and you might get caught up. And at one point in time, I was like, yeah, LeBron made this guy, that guy better. Nah, he ain't really made nobody better in my opinion. He's a good player, and I just think he's destroyed more careers than he's helped. Only career you really say he really helped, in my opinion, was like Drew Gooden and Carlos Boozer. He helped Carlos Boozer get that big contract way back in the day. A lot of people don't remember the early Cavs team, but other than that, you could say he helped Kyrie get to prominence. He didn't really help Kyrie game blossom. Kyrie was already getting buckets, getting points, but he wasn't winning. LeBron instantly brought a winning attitude and mentality back to Cleveland. And that's what you do when you the best player in the world at the time. He was, and I think he may still be, but at the end of the day, he's destroying more careers than helped him. And at the end of the day, as well, it's always the fact that, he ain't got no help. He ain't got no help. Remember, he was in Miami. He didn't have no help, man. Don't ever forget that. In Miami, Wade and Bosh ain't doing this, and Haslam, and Chalmers, and Battier, and Ray Allen, and now he don't got enough help. You never hear that from another star, really. You never heard a cry for more help from any superstar I can remember in the NBA, man. I've watched the NBA for over 20 years. Never heard that from Patrick Ewing. He didn't have enough help. Never heard it from Reggie Miller. Never heard it for Dominique Wilkins all the years in Atlanta. He was getting trashed by Bird. You never heard that, But, hey, that's what people want to believe for a cop-out for LeBron James. Oh, he did a triple-double and this and that. They was talking about it yesterday, man. That on First Take, that this guy... There was only 3 Cavs and that had double figure shot attempts, man. It was him, Kevin Love, and Kyle Korver. But most of those came in the second quarter. Everybody else had single digit, shot attempts. You know what that means? That means he's ball dominant. He's the most one-dimensional ball dominant player I've ever seen on the face of this NBA. And I don't get paid by ESPN and Fox to nut slide. I'm not doing that. I'm telling the exact truth, dude. This dude has no versatility, though. He wants the offense to go through him. He wants to be able to get the assist, the rebound, everything, the points, and make it seem like he just carried the load. LeBron James is perfectly fine, losing the final as long as he's averaging a triple-double, his numbers are together. Perfectly fine. But the problem lays is he doesn't get people involved. He wants to dominate the ball, dribble, facilitate the offense. That's why Kyrie left. He didn't want to let Kyrie be the point guard that he wanted to grow, that Kyrie wanted to grow into. It was dribble, Kyrie stand there, maybe move and cut, and if I feel like it, I'll find you. Same thing with Wade, same thing with Bosh. Same thing with Kevin Love until, this little playoff run. He was murdering Kevin Love's career, man. He was murdering Chris Bosh's career. Chris Bosh was universally recognized as a top 10 player at the time, or right around there. All of a sudden, LeBron, he comes to Miami with LeBron and Wade, and both of them, they ain't helping LeBron. They ain't doing nothing. This dude had a super team and still didn't have enough help. So at this point, nobody has any sympathy on him. He's not allowing his help to help him, to make his job easier. He wants to run the load, the stat pad. The same narrative for Westbrook. Westbrook take, he don't make his teams better than this and that. But LeBron get a pass for the exact same thing. The exact same thing. He don't make nobody better. You tell me who had career numbers with LeBron. Anybody of prominence. I'm not talking about no 30th dude off the bench. It's true. He's a career killer. You guys want to call Kobe a ball hog. He didn't average this many assists, this and that. But guess what? Paul Gasol came to prominence when he played with Kobe. Lamar Odom had a revival. Trevor Ariza had his best year ever, since that point, with Kobe. You feel me? Shaq didn't win a title without Kobe. You feel me? Kobe has, he made players better. He got people money. So did Jordan. Jordan made people better. Got people money. When the Bulls broke up, you think, you knew the Houston Rockets just knew in Portland after that, knew they was getting a star and Scottie Pippen that was going to lift the Rockets to the finals. Didn't happen. Portland just knew they was getting a star that was going to lift them to the finals with Scottie Pippen. Didn't happen. LeBron, he ain't make nobody better, man. Nobody. He worries about himself. He's the most selfish basketball player ever. And people want to point to stats. Stats don't mean nothing. You can't compare the stats in this era to the stats of the 80s and the 90s. You can't compare that. That's like putting up it's like putting, all these offensive numbers in this pass-happy NFL up against Joe Montana and say, well, Tom Brady better than Joe Montana because, he threw for 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. The errors are different. Back in Joe Montana day, you can, DBs can beat up the receivers at the line. Wasn't no bump and run, 5 yards, 5 yards bump and run or nothing like that. After 5 yards, you got to let them go, excuse me. Wasn't none of that. If Joe Montana played in the league today where you couldn't touch the receiver and you couldn't hurt the quarterback, Joe Montana probably would throw for 6, 7, 8,000 yards and 80 touchdowns. It's the same thing with the NBA. You can't touch them. Everybody getting on fake fouls. And it kind of changed under Jordan watch. Jordan was the first prominent crybaby. Because Detroit made him cry. Bird made him cry. We made him cry. You know what I'm saying? My Mr. T voice. Ooh, made him cry. A lot of people don't know their history, man. Shannon Sharp want to say, well, LeBron never lost in the first round of the final. If LeBron would have played the 85, if he played the 86 Celtics, he would have. It's one of the greatest teams of all time. Some people don't realize. LeBron, like I'm telling you guys, this dude hurts people's careers more than he helps them. Absolutely, I stand by that. Facts don't lie. Who has had a career of the year with LeBron? Really, who's had their best year? And maybe you could say Kyrie's because he was finally healthy. But other than that, and Kyrie's best is yet to come in Boston. I guarantee you, or wherever they trade him to after this season, if that happens. So, I want to hear about that, man. If I got a Game 3 prediction, man, I'm going to go ahead and say Cleveland Cavaliers winning Game 3. I think their role players are going to step up. They at home. When you're at home, role players, they tend to step up and play better. And I think Boston's role players not going to play as good. And I think going on the road is going to be, they're going to be under siege, man. I think it's going to be something foreign to them. They had a close road game with Philly, in Game 3 of the Philly series. And I think it'll be the same here. And I think LeBron is going to be able to steal it, man. But I think if Boston can steal this next game, the series is over with. And if LeBron and the Cavaliers win this game like I predicted, I think a new series is basically kind of started, man. But look for a lot of janky-ass calls in Cleveland's direction. That's just the way the NBA is. All this shit is tilted one way to help somebody else out. The NBA is very, very far from as an organic standpoint, and damn near every sport is. If they can call it clear across the board, Celtics will win in the sweep, but it ain't gonna happen. I got Celtics in Game 3. We gone.